There's a theory in journalism that it says that what doesn't appear in the media doesn't exist because the media what is doing it's like framing a reality.
As a journalist, I want to show people what's going on in the world, how to look at certain topics from a different perspective. And I think for me, the most important thing is to teach other people how not only to consume media, but also to analyze media, how to also question me and question what I do and what I say.
Everybody should be interested what's going on in the world right now and read or get the content from neutral and not biased medias. I think I might be the youngest person who buys printed newspapers.
Every day, every morning, first thing I do is checking the news on my phone.
Even if I want to, read journals, I would probably go on social media to read the news and then maybe click on the links.
I use social media and some news platforms, independent ones.
I worked many years as a journalist and I think it's really necessary to can be able to distinguish between what is fake news and what not.
It's becoming real difficult to discern what's real from what's fake because technologies nowadays are very advanced and it's a good thing, but it's also dangerous. So we have to have some tools to be very aware of what's around us.
And that's why I think that media literacy is so important, that because people don't really know who to trust anymore and who can be trusted. As an example, the genocide that Israel is committing in Palestine. And for example, there were pictures of dead children in Gaza spreading on the media, and a lot of people claimed those pictures to be fake.
I learned a lot about how to fact check.
In Czechia, for example, AI is being used really for scams using politicians' faces. There was a campaign, they used AI images of immigrants viewed as killers. It's still common, the use of AI in that sense, in this horrifying sense of making people seem dangerous. There is really no fact-checking. Artificial intelligence cannot know this if it's a real video or not. So it's really becoming a problem and will be a problem in the future.
When it comes to visual medias, it's probably the biggest impact you can have on people. It's very powerful, and powerful means also dangerous. And that's what we saw with the propaganda during the Second World War, where the posters were used to make people afraid of what was different. When we went to the Buchenwald Memorial, our guide told us something very important that I was questioning myself, like, were these people forced to treat the prisoners that badly? And the simple answer is no, because many of the decisions they made were volunteer. They decided to beat people to death. They decided to kill them sometimes because it meant prestige, it meant having more money. It's scary because it means that, the indoctrination of those people was so strong that they blindly decided to do these things, not caring about being humans.
In the European Union in particular, media platforms are polarized. They stand with one political ideology or one set of values.
I think Italy is one of those countries in Europe where the public TV is not really sharing the stories that maybe we want to hear. So I think we should improve and could improve that.
Techniques in media, I'm more familiar with the cherry picking. I think it can be really dangerous if you don't know that it's like a little bit tilted towards something and you believe it as a fact.
What I found particularly interesting was comparing also propaganda from how it was conducted back in the days, comparing to it is conducted nowadays with social media, with AI playing a bigger and bigger role, what leads to people falling for misinformation more and more and falling for propaganda more and more.
I would say that propaganda is a huge part of my life too, because as a vegan content creator, like basically all the stuff I share on my page is a propaganda. But I would say, and I hope so, that my kind of propaganda is a positive one.
It can be used for good reason, for example, to try to make the people more aware about the climate change, or for example, feminists, or to try to help people So I don't think the propaganda is bad. I think it's the way and the intention we use with it.
For instance, in Spain, when in 2024 we had La Dana, the big flood which killed hundreds of people, media played a crucial role to understand what is going on, how you can help. It united people in many ways, but also divided in how to evaluate the consequences and the reasons why it happened.
As a media, when you have a crisis, you need to find the balance between how much you have to share and how.
The important thing is to actually inform people and tell them how to approach different topics, such as climate change, for example.
It's really important that we as young people are aware of our surroundings, of the politics, of our leaders. So you can and you should be part of the change. So let's do our part all together and be always curious.